Are you struggling to keep track of your network's health? Wondering how to keep everything running smoothly without losing your mind? Well, you are in the right place because in today's video, we are diving into Paessler's PRTG network monitoring software, a powerful tool designed to give you real-time insights into your entire network. Whether you're a beginner or just looking for some tips to level up your monitoring game, we got you covered. So let's begin. Now, the first thing that you need to do is to go to the official website, which is Paessler.com. If in any case you can't access the website, your location might be one of those lists in the geo restriction. If that happens, you might want to use a VPN. And then once successfully access the site, there's an option here on the top right corner that says free trial. All you're going to do is click that button, or you can simply click this button right here. That will forward you to this page wherein you can get the PRTG Network Monitor 30-day free trial, full access, 100% free, no credit card required, no commitment, and the free version available after trial. All you have to do is provide your work email and then click the download your trial, and then what will happen is you will be forwarded to this section wherein all you have to do is just follow the on-screen instructions. And then you can choose from the Express, which is kind of what they recommended for the installation, or the custom. I'm gonna click on Next, wait for it, and then once it's successfully installed, now let me tell you that during the installation, the Paessler PRTG Network Monitor will give you all this stat. All I have to do is just patiently wait for it once it's successful, because it's initializing the system, making sure that your computer can handle, or your machine that you're using can handle the software application, or if there's going to be an error later on. All right. And then after that, all you're going to do is click on the login button. You will be forwarded to the main dashboard of Paessler PRTG. Now, from here, you can explore these sections: the devices, libraries, sensors, alarms, maps, reports, logs, tickets, and setup. Now, the first off is familiarizing yourself with the main dashboard. All right, you can monitor all the activities here. And the first thing that we need to do is to set up your first device. How? All you have to do is go to the devices section on the upper left corner, wherein you can have all the favorite device, device list, dependencies, and the add a device. All right, it will prompt you to add in your first device, like a router, switch, or server. Now, in this section, it's very important that you can either manually enter the IP address of the device, or you can use the PRTG's auto discovery feature if you don't know it yet. Simply click the select a parent. You see there's going to be a PRTG added manual device, but we're not going to do that. But instead, just select a group from the list. For example, this one right here. You can search if you want, but if you have like a coding background, or if you're part of the IT department, you know what you are doing, and you can add a new device manually here. If you click this button, you will be forwarded here and you have the manual. We're not going to do that right now. Instead, we go to the previous and just click on OK. All right, it's loading. Now, the basic device settings will require you to input all the information. All right, the DNS name, for example, we're going to be using something like this. All right, and the IP version. If you don't know that all the information, you might want to ask some of the IT admin. All right, and click the device information. For example, for this training purposes, just put in any random values and put in something like the device icon. All right, or click the auto discovery with a specific device template. If you don't, just click the no auto discovery and click on OK. All right, so that's that. The next thing after adding a device is adding a sensor. You see, similarly to the device, all you have to do is you have the top 10 list, which is kind of, you can play around with if you're already an expert with Paessler PRTG, but for now we're going to add a sensor. Now, what are sensors? basically here in PRTG, a sensor is a single unit of monitoring. It checks a particular parameter. For example, you're using a high bandwidth or disk usage or CPU load. Now, here you can create a new device or add a sensor to a device depending on your preferences. For example, if you're going to create a new device, all I have to do is click on continue and select all the information that is required here and click on continue. All right. And then, of course, you can put in the DNS name. For example, for now, we're going to be using Paessler default in this situation, that just for training. We're going to use this. I'm not going to do anything with the discovery level. Just click on the default and click on add, and you are successfully added a new sensor. Now, the next thing is to set up the notifications. You see on the report, you can add a report if you want, or configure reports. You can also set in alarms depending on your preferences. All right. Now, for the tickets, you can add a simple ticket. You can select a group, device, or sensor from the list. For example, we're going to be using the local probe. Click on OK. Subject is going to be, I'm going to assign to. I'm going to assign this to the administrator or the user group, depending on your preferences. Comments, and you can put in the priority from 1 to 5. It's up to you, depending on your comfort level. Click on OK. So once you've done that, since you already raised a ticket, the next thing is going to be the settings. And again, here you have the account settings for the notification templates, which is kind of helpful to create alerts so you can get notified about potential issues. You can set up custom alerts. For example, you can create an email and push notification to admin. All right. Now, this is something that I would like to do. You can click on the resume button. All right. So you can set up different notification triggers like email to members of group or ticket notification for different sensor thresholds such as high temperature, low disk space, or network downtime. All right. So these are going to be some of your options. I'm going to delete all of these notifications. I don't want that. And you can add a notification template once you get familiar and comfortable with the creating your account here or the notification templates. And again, in terms of the report, you can use the dashboard, the PRTG's web interface, allowing you to create dashboards for an overview of your network's health. Now, for example, you wanted to get a summary report for all sensors. All right. All I have to do is click on it. There should be an option here for the settings. Add to ticket, history, and send this link by the email and add a report. Now, for example, you wanted to send this to your admin or to your client. You can simply click this and you will be forwarded to the email and send the report later on. All right. And here the map will give you and allow you to create the visual maps that represent your example. We're going to be using the magic map right here. Now, this is helpful for quickly identifying which devices or areas or your network are experiencing issues. All right. You can use this, for example, like within 2 days, 30, 65 days, alarms. And you can also, again, like earlier, you can use the notification triggers as you go along. All right. For the network max right here, you can also use that to represent the network's layout if you are experiencing any issues. And of course, with these steps, you'll be able to start monitoring your network effectively as you get more familiar with the PRTG. You can begin exploring advanced features to fine-tune your monitoring setup here. And again, there is like an option here for the comments. And if you want to find out how to make the most of your PRTG experience, click this button right here to master your trial. All right. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you again in the next one.